Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So I hope that most of you who are watching this video have already qualified CSRNet and are now looking for some solution that how you can avail your fellowship. Basically how you are going to start getting money in your account, okay, and like during your PhD. So that's what this video is going to be all about. I'm going to talk about this in detail, the overall process right from getting your result to the time when you start getting money in your account and what you are going to do the things after that as well. Okay, so this is going to be a detailed video. Please watch till end, and after watching this video, if you have some extra questions, something which I was not able to cover in this video, then you can ask me in the comment section below. I'll try to answer you over there itself. Also, more research related videos are there on the channel. Please watch them and please subscribe so that it motivates me to make more videos related to research on this channel. All right, now having said that, let's start with it. So this video is going to be about CSIR UGC NET JRF. Okay, so if you know, CSIR and UGC jointly conducts the exam for science students, including chemical sciences, life sciences, mathematics, physical sciences, earth and atmospheric sciences. So these 5 subjects they cover, and basically they give result in two like categories. One is CSIR JRF category and one is UGC JRF category. Okay, so this video is for those whose names are under UGC JRF category. Okay, for CSIR JRF I'll make a separate video, but for now we'll be discussing about UGC JRF category. So the whole process will be only for those students whose roll number is in UGC JRF category and they have given CSIR UGC JRF exam. Okay, so that's what this video is about. Okay, so the result, once the result comes in, you can avail your fellowship, but you have to take care of 2-3 things. Okay, first thing is that you can only get a fellowship if you are enrolled into PhD. Okay, so there can be two scenario. Either you are already enrolled into PhD and you qualified this exam after that. Let's say you were enrolled in the PhD in, let's say, December 2024 and you got or you qualified this exam in June 2025. So that could be one scenario, that you already enrolled in PhD, you enrolled into PhD first and qualified this exam later. Okay, and the second situation can be that you qualified the exam first, you already qualified the exam and then you took admission in PhD. Okay, so these are two major types of criteria. So let's talk about the first criteria. Okay, let's say you have already taken admission into PhD and you qualified this exam later. So your fellowship will start, or the start of your fellowship date will be the date of the result. Okay, not the date on which you take an admission, okay, in your PhD. So you will start getting, let's say you have taken admission in December 2024, you qualified this exam in June 2025 and you got result in, let's say, July or August 2025. So your fellowship will start from August 2025. Okay, the date will be mentioned in your admit card. This thing is very clearly mentioned in the admit card, that which date will be the date in which you will start getting your fellowship. Okay, for the second criteria, that is for the second type of students who have qualified the exam, let's say somebody has already qualified exam in, let's say, June 2024 and he took admission in January 2025. So his fellowship will start from January 2025, the date on which he has taken admission into PhD. Remember, whatever date is later, that date is considered. Okay, so your fellowship will start from that date. Now UGC JRF, availing UGC JRF is very easy. Okay, it's not that difficult as CSIR JRF, because you do not have to send documents or something to CSIR. It's a very straightforward process. You get your UGC JRF certificate and that certificate is available on UGC JRF website or UGC NT website, and you have to keep checking the website for that, and you just have to put your application number and you can download your certificate. Okay, so this JRF certificate is very important. Keep a printout of it. Earlier they used to send this certificate offline, but nowadays only online or e-copy of this certificate is provided. Okay, it has a QR code, your photograph and all the details on that particular certificate. So I would highly recommend you to take a printout of that in color format and get it laminated, because this is a very important document of yours which you are going to use further. Okay, now for any of the case, for those who have already taken admission into PhD and now want to avail their fellowship, or those who are qualified the exam first and then they have taken admission. So you can only start your fellowship once you have taken admission into PhD, and now the process is going to be same for both of them. Okay, so I have written down everything so that I don't miss out any point, because this is very important. I have to tell you sequence wise what are the things you have to take care of, or what are the things are going to be there. So the first thing is about joining report. So once you join PhD, or once you are already in PhD and you have qualified exam, in both the cases you have to fill a joining report. Okay, now this particular joining report you can find it on a website of UGC that is available. You just have to Google joining report UGC JRF and you will get that particular certificate or particular form. It's in annexure of the UGC brochure. Okay, so you can download that, print it, and you can fill it up. Now this joining report has to be filled by a student. Okay, this joining report will contain a lot of details about you, your personal details, and it will also include the detail of the date of joining. So in both the criteria, if you have already joined PhD and your result came later, so your joining date or start of your fellowship will be the date of result. You have to mention that date. Or if you have, let's say, taken admission later and you got result earlier, then the date on which you have taken admission, that date will be mentioned. Okay, along with that, every university has their own criteria. They will ask for some other additional documents to verify the things. Now depending upon universities, this is totally dependent upon university. Every university has different set of documents, and these things you will get in your admin port, like in your admin building. You have to go to your administrative building, and there you will have a particular section for JRF, UGC JRF, CSIR JRF. There will be a separate fellowship section. Go there and ask them what are the details, and they will explain you everything. Okay, whatever I am telling you, it is overall process, but things might change a little bit, slightly it might change depending upon your institute. So it is highly recommended that you go to your institute, go to the fellowship section of your institute, meet the nodal officer. Nodal officer is the person who is responsible from your institute to upload your details and do all the process on your behalf. I'll talk about that later, but yeah, you have to talk to either nodal officer or the clerk over there and discuss them. Generally they have all the set of documents like in a printed form. They will give you that what are the documents they needed, because many students are coming for JRF avail, right? So they will be like ready with all the things which are required. So just get those things. But some of the documents which I know, I'm just telling you. One is your admission slip, the thing which will tell that you have taken admission in their institute. Then probably they will ask for your ID card. Your JRF certificate is needed, of course. Then your bank passbook might be needed for your verification of your detail of your account details. But these things will be required by the nodal officer if that person is going to fill the form from your side, which generally in most of the institutes or most of the universities, nodal officers only, they make your portal, or they upload your details. So they will require all these documents from you. Okay, so I will highly recommend you that you go and ask them. So along with joining report, these are the things which they will ask. On the joining report, of course, you will need signature of your HOD or signature of your dean, depending upon what is required over there. So first step is to get a joining report and give all these documents, whatever are required, in the fellowship section of your institute or to the nodal officer. Okay, now this nodal officer is going to upload your details on the UGC portal. Now there are two places or two major portals which nodal officers operates with. One is master portal or maker portal, and the other one is checker portal. So on the master portal, he is going to upload all your details. Okay, now from here your process will start. So after your joining report is submitted and it is accepted, you will get an email from UGC which will contain a student ID. Now this is very important, because if UGC approves that yes, all the details, basically your nodal officer approves everything, that yes, everything is correct, and he or she uploads it on the UGC portal, and once UGC receives it, it will send you a email which will contain a student ID. Now this email can come in a week or 15 days, but do not wait long. Just keep on asking, just keep on going to your nodal officer and keep asking them. Okay, you have to bug them again and again, because sometimes things get stuck in between. You have to keep an eye on your whole process. If you will not take care of it, generally you know how things are done, right? So you know how these people work. So basically they generally work accordingly, but since they have to take care of so many students, so it might happen that your process might get delayed. So you have to keep an eye on it, keep bugging them again and again. Okay, so once you receive your student ID, you have to log into UGC portal, and there you have to check that whether other details, your bank details and other things which have been uploaded, are correct or not. Once you check them, you have to approve from your side. Okay, so that will make sure that you have checked all the details from your side. So nodal officer has uploaded the details and you have checked the details on UGC portal, and now you have approved from your end. Okay, once you approve from your UGC portal using your student ID, you have approved everything. Now you will receive a beneficiary code within 2 to 3 days. Okay, so UGC generally sends a beneficiary code, and that beneficiary code is very important number. This is the code which will be required to initiate your fellowship. Okay, now this particular beneficiary code, you have to again take that beneficiary code or note that beneficiary code and go back to your nodal officer and ask him that whether he has approved from the checker ID or not, because same request will be sent to him on the checker ID to approve it. Okay, so generally nodal officers do that, but if he or she might have forgotten, he has to do it. Okay, you have to bug him to get it approved from the checker ID. So once the nodal officers approves it from the checker ID, now things are done from your end, and now your university has to approve the payment. So usually UGC like basically approves 1 year of payment in your beneficiary number or beneficiary ID against your beneficiary ID. So complete sum of 1 year is taken out and is reserved against your beneficiary number, and it will be sent to you each and every month, of course, but then your university has to approve again. So approval has to go next to the university level. You do not have to do anything now. Okay, you have to just wait for that, and you have to keep checking on your portal that whether your like what is the status, what is the status of your application now. Okay, and if you see that it is stuck somewhere, you have to go and again ask the nodal officer. Generally they keep doing the things on at their own pace, but still I would highly recommend, because there are many cases in which nodal officer has not done approval and all, and the student has to wait long for long months, and he has never got the fellowship, or he has got fellowship in very late. Okay, so you do not have to make that mistake. All right, now beneficiary code is done and approval from the UGC is done. Now your university is going to approve, and once the university approves, you will start getting your fellowship in your account. But one thing is very important. Now it's not like UGC JRF is not like you will get money every month without doing anything. Okay, there is something which you have to take care of, that is called as continuation certificate. So every month you have to submit a continuation certificate to your nodal officer or to your fellowship section, and that continuation certificate will contain date from where to where you are like from the date of the starting to the end, that means of the month, and your like number of your scheme number basically, which will be there on your JRF certificate. So you have to apply that, or you have to fill that number, and you have to get it signed from your supervisor and your dean. Okay, so this thing you have to get it done every month, and you have to also get a seal of them, I mean signature and a seal of them. Okay, both the things are required. Every month you have to do, and every month you have to submit it to the nodal officer within 1st to 8th of the month. Okay, that means within the first week of the month you have to submit it, and within that duration itself the nodal officer will upload your continuation certificate, and once the continuation certificate is uploaded on UGC, then the money for the for that particular month will be approved, and you will get that in the next month. So this is how the fellowship of CSIR UGC fellowship, basically UGC JRF fellowship, those who have given joint CSIR UGC net exam is availed, and this is how you get. This is overall process, and in this process there are very few things which you have to do. The first step, of course, the report, the student report you have to fill, and you have to get all the documents which they will ask. You have to get those things signed, and you have to submit it to the nodal officer, and you have to keep an eye until your beneficiary is made and your beneficiary is approved from your university. Once everything is approved, then you only have to keep uploading your continuation certificate, and you will keep getting your fellowship till the duration which is mentioned. Okay, for the 5 years. So 5 years will be counted from the date of joining. If you have joined after qualifying the exam, that was condition 2 which I have discussed, that means you have qualified exam first and joined PhD later. So in that case, from the date of joining till 5 years you will get your fellowship. And in case if you have already taken admission in PhD and qualified this exam later, so you will get fellowship till 5 years of availing the fellowship. Okay, so from the starting will be the date of result to 5 years, but let's say you finish your PhD before that, so your fellowship will end at that time. Okay, so this is all about how you start from like the process of from getting the result to availing your fellowship, and how you will keep getting your fellowship throughout your duration. There is also one thing which is called as JRF to SRF upgradation, but I think I'll discuss about that in a separate video. More research related videos will be uploaded on this particular channel. So if you are a research scholar, or if you want to or if you are planning to get into research, this channel is going to be highly useful for you. So please subscribe to it. That's it from my side for this particular video. I hope this was useful to you. Do let me know in the comment section if you have any other question. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.